Good evening. The Election Commission of India has been entrusted with the responsibilities of conducting elections for President, Vice President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state legislative assemblies and state legislative councils wherever they are present. Apart from this one, the Election Commission of India will also conduct elections for assemblies of Delhi and Puducherry, and also it is going to conduct elections for the newly formed Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. As we know, Union Territory Jammu and Kashmir is going to have its own assembly, and those elections will also be conducted by Election Commission of India. Like this, various elections are being conducted by Election Commission. For this reason, in Election Commission, there is a Chief Election Commissioner and some other election commissioners. Kindly remember, tomorrow there may be a question in the examination. What is the strength of Election Commission? Please remember, Constitution has not mentioned about the strength. The strength will be decided by the President from time to time. That is the reason why, starting from 1950, for many years, Election Commission continued as a single member body with only Chief Election Commissioner. But later, two more election commissioners have been appointed. And there is a Chief Election Commissioner and some other members in the Election Commission. Other members are called election commissioners and the chairman is called Chief Election Commissioner. And kindly remember, when it comes to the functions and powers of these members, meaning Chief Election Commissioner and other members, they have equal powers. Decisions are taken on the basis of the majority. And today we are discussing about the Election Commission of India because India got its new Chief Election Commissioner Sri Rajiv Kumar. Please remember the name. In the forthcoming examination, if there is a question on who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India, and your answer should be, Sri Rajiv Kumar. Please remember, when it comes to, the Election Commission, maybe the Chief Election Commissioner, other members, so-called election commissioners, everybody is appointed by the President of India. Alright, and now you got the 25th Chief Election Commissioner for India. Regarding that, I have information and I would like to show you that information now. Look at this. So you can have a look at the pic. This is the gentleman, Sri Rajiv Kumar. Look at this. On 15th May 2022, Sri Rajiv Kumar assumed the charge as the 25th Chief Election Commissioner. And earlier, you can look at this very clearly, Sri Rajiv Kumar was one of the election commissioners in the Election Commission. And he took charge from Sushil Chandra. Kindly remember, Sushil Chandra is no more Chief Election Commissioner of India. And he demitted the office because once Chief Election Commissioner or other election commissioners, once they attain the age of 65, they get retired. The same thing happened with Sri Sushil Chandra, and that place has been taken over by Sri Rajiv Kumar. So, in the examination, if there is a question, who of the following is the current Chief Election Commissioner, and your answer should be Rajiv Kumar. Here is the pic of this personality. Look at this. Look at this. After assuming charges, the Chief Election Commissioner said that the Election Commission will follow the time-tested and democratic methods of consultations and consensus, bringing about any major reforms responsible under the Constitution. So obviously, every area requires the reforms, including the elections. And the Chief Election Commissioner said they will follow the democratic process of consensus and consultations. And he also said very clearly that Election Commission of India will not shy away from taking the tough decisions. And he also said that the technology will further be made the major instrument for simplification of processes and practices for bringing about transparency and ease of voter services for better election management. And if you look at this gentleman, Shri Raju Kumar, he took charge as the election commissioner on September 1st, 2020. Since then, he is there in the election commission. Now he is appointed as the chief election commissioner. Kindly see here, when it comes to the usage of technology in these elections, so this will simplify the process, that will lead to more transparency. So many benefits are there. But if you look at some of the political parties in India today, including Congress party, in its recent plenary session, they announced very clearly that once they come to the power, they will try to bring back the ballot system. So which is really a tough job earlier. Today we are using EVMs, electronic voting machines, and with this one the voting is easy and counting is also easy. But some of the political parties, they are accusing that these EVMs are tampered. That is the reason why they are losing the votes and they are losing the seats and unable to form the government. That's the reason why some of the political parties in India, including Congress party, they are demanding to bring back the ballot voting system in India, and again they want to go back. So we need to wait and watch, but otherwise technology, if it is used effectively and efficiently, that will have many benefits. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I'll see you in the next session.